techniques of turning with the ball are often seen by most players as something that just happens during the game. However, guys, turning with the ball is something that's so much more important than that, and I'll explain why later in the video. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Andrew from Boost Football, and today we have 5 different turning techniques for you guys to learn, practice, and hopefully implement into your game. Before we walk you through the 5 turning techniques though, I want to talk to you guys about why the skill of turning is a foundational movement for you to become a good player. If that's something that you're not interested and you just want to hop right into the tutorial, you can do so in the chapter markers below. So why spend time practicing turning? It probably doesn't seem nearly as fun or flashy as some of the dribbling videos that I usually upload to this channel. I get it, but trust me when I say that adding effective turning to your game is so important. The ability to turn well is going to give you 2 very important things: time and space. Time allows you the ability to make better decisions, while space is going to give you the area you need in order to better execute those decisions. Also, if you're good at turning, your teammates are going to know this, and you're going to end up receiving the ball more because they know that you have the confidence to receive the ball under pressure. Win-win. Got it? Good? Believe me? Well, you better, because it's honestly just for your own good. Well, let's hop into this tutorial. Up first, this is a classic turn. We're gonna be receiving with the inside of the foot. We're gonna be opening up our hips and swiveling 180 degrees, okay? This is a go-to for so many good players. Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes, Iniesta, all these guys are masters of this turn. In order to execute this pivot, okay? Knees bent, I'm gonna be on my toes, low center of gravity. I'm gonna be opening up my hips, okay? In order to go 180 degrees, yes, Steve, in the opposite direction. Into space we go, and that's the first turn. Okay, let's break this one down a bit for you guys, okay? Starting with our body positioning. Usually, my back is to the goal, or I'm gonna angle it slightly towards the goal. I'm gonna receive the ball, and I cushion the ball with the inside of my foot. That's important to realize, that we're cushioning the ball, okay? Taking some of the momentum of the pass out of the ball, and then I'm gonna use that momentum of the pass to begin my turn. During that time, I wanna keep my knees bent the whole time, and I'm gonna open up my hips to make a 180 degree spin. Our next turn should be a little bit easier for you to execute, okay? It's inside of the foot chop, all right? When I think of this turn, I usually think of Lukaku. He does this move so well. Yes, Steve? So starting position for this turn, we're gonna have a really strong stance with a 90 degree angle to the goal so you can shield the ball from defenders. Lukaku does this so well, like I mentioned before. Unlike our first turn though, when you receive the ball, you aren't cushioning it. You're going to chop it. So in order to chop it, make sure you're locking your ankle and make a solid connection with the ball. You're gonna chop the ball firmly into the space that you want to run into with the inside of your foot. Okay guys, our third turn for you today is very similar to the one we just did, okay? Body stance is gonna be similar on how we're approaching this, but this turn is a little bit more subtle, okay? It's called the outside of the foot flick. So less of a chop, more of a flick, okay? It allows you to be more subtle with this turn. So yes, Steve, like this, redirecting it into the space that we wanna go, okay? And that's our third turn for you guys. My body positioning is gonna be very similar, like I said before, to the previous turn. It's a strong stance. We're 90 degree angle to the goal, okay? With this turn, we wanna make the defender that's probably on our back think we're going to go with the inside of our foot, okay? We're gonna do that with a little shoulder drop in that direction, but instead, we're gonna flick the ball with the outside of our foot and spin away in the opposite direction. The trick here is to use the pinky area of your foot to flick the ball and to let the ball do the work. What you're doing is just slightly changing the direction of the ball into space. Okay guys, the fourth turn that we have for you today, all right? It's gonna be a ball flick behind our standing leg. It's a bit difficult to master and do on the fly, but once you learn this, guys, it's so hard to defend, and that's why I love this turn so much. This move is especially effective, okay, when I have a player closing me down on my inside, okay? It allows me to manipulate the ball right around them and be gone. Dude, nice dive. And that is our fourth turn for you guys. Positioning with this turn, okay? We're gonna have a bit of a staggered stance, so I have a front foot and a back foot, okay? When the ball comes to you, you're gonna wanna let the ball roll past your front standing leg, and then we're gonna flick the ball with our back foot behind our standing leg, all right? When we're doing this, guys, don't fight the ball, okay? Make sure you let the ball do the work here. You just want to redirect the ball into the direction that you want it to go, okay? Before we go on to the 5th turn, okay, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you let me know with a like, okay? It's gonna help the channel tremendously. It's right down there if you're on mobile, right over there if you're on desktop. Go ahead, hit it, I'll appreciate it. All right, let's get to the 5th turn. So the 5th and final turn that we have for you guys today is gonna build a little bit on the 1st and 2nd turns that I showed you earlier in this tutorial, except I think it's gonna be a little bit trickier, okay, to pull off, at least it is for me. However, it's really tricky to defend against. That's why we save the best for last, okay? So let's hop right into it. Starting position for this turn. Ideally, my back is gonna be to goal or my feet can be slightly staggered, okay? I don't wanna be turned too much though. I don't wanna be 90 degrees because I need to have some space and time to feint, okay? We're gonna body feint, all right? So when I'm body feinting, I wanna receive the ball with the inside of my foot and start to open up my hips as if I'm gonna spin 180 degrees like our first turn from this tutorial. However, when I'm halfway to opening up my body, I'm actually gonna chop the ball and begin spinning in the opposite direction, all right? It should ideally be one continuous motion where the ball never stops. We can really sell this one, all right? Keep this in mind, all right? I really wanna open up my hips, put my shoulder in that direction. Yes, Steve. And then I'm instantly turning and going the exact opposite direction, okay? That is the 5th and final turn for you guys, all right? If you enjoyed that video, make sure you let me know with a huge thumbs up down below. Also, if you know about the importance of turning, let's convince the people down in the comment section below. Let them know turning is an essential part of the game, okay? Shout out to my guy, Steve. Steve for passing me the ball. Steve is a footy podcaster with Swift Kicks, okay? You can see more about that podcast down in the description below, okay? If you're enjoying this channel, we'd really appreciate to have you as a subscriber, okay? We need you as a subscriber. I'm Andrew from Boost Football. Remember, your dreams won't work if you don't. See you later. Turning techniques though, we want, I'm furious! I knew right away too, I was like, here we go, focus. The one that where we're extend side foot, chip, and hack, okay? You got it? That's brutal. Am I the only one who's having fun on here? Pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. You ready? I really don't know what I'm trying to say. Whew.